Yo, what's good? Good.
Yo, what up? Yo, what up? What's good?
Ain't nothing, man. You ready to start this new joint?
This is
What?
another episode of the General Gas.
Right.
Book De Niro, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And this like a part two. Last episode we started talking about and you as the listeners that you would give a update, not update, but like a more in depth understanding behind time bar.
You clearly what you perspective. I'm an expert by I was forced with choice, seasoned and post conviction. I know just enough of free trial law. But yeah, today to talk about time, and how it did America, and some added medicine. Prior to football was in Pennsylvania in five in 1996. Defendants, convicts, whatever you they had courts as long as proved that there was a justice going prosecution. However, in 1995, Senator Greenlee and the state of Pennsylvania thought that the tough on crime movement and drugs movement was the best enhanced and less. Right, right. And listen to what I'm telling you. Enhanced sentences, which double whatever. So if I might get from involuntary manslaughter 5 to 10, that's what as an example.
Right. Right.
Prosecutors set out on a journey where they short life sentence on somebody died. Anytime it was in a urban setting. But it was a special session in five with a raid was actually when this became law, was enacted, you no longer had access to the courts. If you already had one appeal, post conviction. Um, anything after that, you had two was one of the three exceptions was government affairs. You could improve government. The government would bring some information from you. It hinders you from being successful, being skilled or proof. At trial. There's a new fact. New fact that something no parental trial you love of and you it's that do the if dollars that you discover this new witness is possibly deliver some for a chance that will both faithful to you and reverse your conviction. Third exception to this is what is called recognized constitutional rights. What is a newly constitutional right? Constitution is set in stone. But in actuality, the Constitution is really a living and breathing document.
Right. So it changes.
It doesn't change, but
It can be amended.
criminal law is constantly created.
Right.
So when that's constitution something a case that was ruled in favor of the defendant by the United States Supreme Court on the First Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, the Sixth Amendment, 14th Amendment. So the Sixth Amendment right to counsel, 14th, the right to a case, a jury, bringing people to you,
Right.
before Well, dealing with was so that would be the shit. And if you get into somebody's, then a judge presiding over your petition and on your conviction could say
Right.
the government took jurisdiction from me. Even though you're right, I can't entertain recent merits. Now, this is time that such a law wouldn't survive and it killed immediately. But then the city pharmacy he's gonna
Right. Right.
decide some government buildings. The government reacted and hastened adopted one in Pennsylvania as a sweet national law as it pertains to haters, which is the United States federal courts. So essentially, the federal courts also
Right.
the key thing about the law is it was the sentences and lesson.
Right.
They had people doing on death row getting sentences, leaving 20 years after they sentenced them.
So
And they looked at this was affect the victims' families, etc., etc.
right.
But guess what?
Right.
You said kill me. I don't want to 20 years, appealing.
Right.
So was there really a need for the
Absolutely
The
not.
anti-Severance definitely act? Need for that? I
Not
don't know.
if
I don't know what they was when you
not if the private force say I don't want to keep doing that. I'm not even that don't even apply to me.
right. So he welcomed death, what's the law?
It's for other reasons. I believe that's also full conviction thing wasn't probably it was always big. It was probably big since day. We know I know that in the beginning of jail when it was at, like when the slave would had the vagrancy that I know that wrongful conviction was the only people that wasn't like that like that that's how jail about that the other day like jail was the overseers in the jail and just who were the original police officers. That's all they were doing was wrongfully convicting people, trying to get that free slave. Um,
Right,
um,
right, right.
as the basis, that's the foundation of jail. Like you know what I mean. Like so, I was like, they don't want to change it. That's the foundation. The foundation was able. It was never for correction of wrongdoing or misbehaviors. You know what I mean? Like anybody circumventing the law or breaking the law. It was always for that free to put you on that chain gang or put you back on them fields, tending to the fields.
Right. And that would bring you to the 13th Amendment when
Right.
an American or someone, who has come to America is convicted of a crime, then the 13th Amendment allows for them to be introduced back to slavery. But again, like when you're thinking about wrongful convictions and people who have not committed crimes languishing in prison because they weren't savvy enough or quick enough to the ball to get whatever it is they needed to prove their innocence, you have this situation where there's existing law that says, hey man, you gotta jump through this hoop and that hoop and this hoop and that hoop just to get jurisdiction again. and there's not a lot of attorneys who really understand post conviction law. Like, it's a very small group of attorneys in Pennsylvania, particularly, who understand and practice post conviction law on the grandest of scales. And I'm quite sure it's the same in neighboring states and states sweeping across the country.
Right.
But the time bar is a big problem. It's law that prevents justice, true justice, from being done.
Right.
And it hurts no one more than a pro se litigator or a person that is indigent and lacking funds and incapable of being represented by some of the best attorneys. Whereas on the flip side, when you get the best attorneys who understand the nuances of post conviction law,
Right.
and they're able to get the things that you need to get you back in the court and to get you vindicated, it's still not enough. It's not enough lawyers to go around. It's not enough nonprofit organizations to go around. It's not enough Kitty Haley's and independent investigators to go around. This stuff costs a lot of money.
Yeah, I got a question. So if you saying that they started this for Timothy McVeigh, how come they didn't just apply it to people that committed terrorist acts or only on death row, bro?
Because it became part of the 2254. The 2254 is federal habeas corpus governing state prisoners seeking relief on a federal level. So it became sweeping. It was part of a bill that then Senator Joe Biden, not President Joe Biden, but Senator Joe Biden, he put this bill together that created mass incarceration. On the campaign trail, at one point, Donald Trump mentioned that, and you know what Joe Biden's response was?
What do you say?
We're gonna fix it. We're gonna repeal that. We're gonna fix it. I made a mistake when you know what I mean? When I put that, enacted that, you know, the country was out of order. Cocaine was running the communities, and you know, and he did his 4 years and nothing changed.
Right. It ran on those hopes and dreams and broken promises.
This is the life of a politician, man. The name of the game, same thing in the courtroom, same thing in criminal courts, man. The name of the game is lie and win. Just think about it, law. How do you spell law? Law. Lie and win. Whoever tells the best fucking lie usually wins.
For sure. That's for sure. That's for sure.
So you know, congratulations to Max B, Bigger Val.
For sure. Wave God. For sure. Right.
75.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Super back.
For sure.
I was listening to music while he was in his struggle. You know, fighting for his freedom. It takes a strong team to beat these people. That man has 75 years.
Right.
He's home now. Congratulations. And he had French Montana, and whoever else was behind the scenes making sure he had the best attorneys. That's what it takes. It takes the best attorney. It takes gangsters in the courtroom. You can't fool. And he had that. I don't know what his bid.
Right.
But I was listening to music.
For sure.
Man, you know, Negroes, very juicy. I'm in the yard with the birdies to his music. You know what I'm saying? And now he on. So I'm next up, man. I got now, then I got next.
For sure. That
The time ball will not defeat us.
Way. No.
If the new more about post conviction law in hell and the same what they raise up about abortion rights, about it's marry who you want to.
Right.
Um, they don't have enough information for me. And there's not enough influences with not enough knowledge to capture this. But I'm here to bring me on y'all platform.
Right.
I'm an expert by experience, walking law library, novelist,
Most definite. They should have you on it. That's the next up. So you got anything you want to leave them with? New project on the way,
just finished up Kings of the way it came out. Kings on sale around Christmas, maybe after what you say is what you do as a movement is doing well. The website is up. So we going to AB after age.
right?
They special on me.
Right.
We got the hoodies, we got the hats, the t-shirts, Crocker.com. Um, shout out to DJ Coco, Chanel, Jason Farm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Kitty, shout out to Khalil Ali.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the Innocence Project.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Wiseman and Sports today. We just filed the petition for retrial, exoneration. Poppin', man. That's it, man. Followers, likers, definitely reach out to me.
Right.
Supporting me all these years. Thank you for buying books. Thank you for reading pages.
Yeah. Yeah.
The book train ain't stopping.
Definite. Most definite. Easy.